I think one of the biggest challenges of replicating their sound is Jimmy Page's guitar playing. He just has this big tone that is really hard to get right.
It was really complicated because Page used many guitars on one song with different timbres, so to come up with really nice tones for that has been pretty hard.
Well, every song he uses like multiple guitars, so finding which guitar to fit what he sounded like has been very hard to accomplish, but it's also very fun to figure out what would sound best for the track.
Well, getting that thick sound of like a bunch of doubled guitar parts, that was really challenging. We had to experiment with a bunch of different tones we could get from different guitars, and also another challenge was getting the vocals right. That was really hard because his phrasing is just so unique and his range is so wide that we had a lot of trouble at the beginning getting those things together.
I think there's a lot of challenges because they're really unique in themselves, and Robert Plant's vocals, he can go extremely high and he has a tone that no one else really has, and so replicating that, it's never going to be spot on, but we're trying pretty hard to do it justice. But
there is a lot of challenges on replicating Led Zeppelin's sound because of all of the little nuances that they did while they were recording or while they were playing live. It's really hard to replicate them because they're kind of just random. Sometimes they're random and sometimes they're not, but trying to get all of those, it's really difficult, and that was their sound. So if you don't get those little nuances, it's not the greatest thing ever.
Well, it's really going to be hard to imitate John Bonham. He had a really unique sound, both because of the way he tuned his drums and just because of the way he played them. So, for example, every note that he played had its own dynamic, and it just gave the songs a very unique, deep, rich groove that's just going to be hard to replicate.
Some of the biggest challenges that I feel that we have with replicating their sound is all the different instruments that they combined. There's a lot of different unique instruments that we wouldn't usually play that are kind of tossed in here and there, so